Good evening. It is his dream to become a community leader in his village, but the gods of Murambi, the gods that he prays to, do not seem to agree with him on this prayer item. Will his ambitions actually succeed? So tonight, on Cinemas and Theatre, we review the film When the Gods Argue. Take a look.
Evil whispering that dissuades us from our purpose.
When the Gods Argue is a film that follows Murambi, a hard-working young man.
You know, this thing's actually going to be more difficult than we thought.
Who thinks he can take a shot at becoming a community leader.
Lifted ancestors, fierce protectors and skilled healers.
However, his traditional religious beliefs stand in the way of his goals, and worse is the dysfunctional set of gods he prays to.
Evil whispering that dissuades us from our purpose.
They don't seem to agree on any of his prayer items, hence always stagnating his ambitious plans. Directed by Biko Nyongesa, When the Gods Argue is an introspective film inspired by our regular day arguments that retrogress us as individuals.
So the setting of When the Gods Argue, the concept was inspired by that aspect of, you know, the situation as it is right now. We argue too much over something very little instead of just agreeing on it. What do we need to do for this, for example, industry, sector, or project to move forward?
The film, available on Maisha Magic, features Sam Adino, Michael Munyoki, Sam Senjan, William Juma, among others.
The Kenya Theatre Awards has this system I introduced into them of archiving performances. I just went into that random selection. I was specific with my leads. I wanted people that are not names, let me say that, when it comes to the larger entertainment scene. And I wanted a mix of also people that have been there before. So it was easy to come just speak out of an array of all these available actors, and also with heavy consultations with my producer.
Shot in Wangige for a period of 5 days, Biko describes the production as one of the best, attributing it to the good cooperation with the crew. He, however, notes the film challenged him differently compared to his previous productions.
I've never tackled anything that brings across the politics of leadership. But When the Gods Argue also brings on board the politics of leadership, because Murambi wants to become a community leader, but this select group of church elders cannot allow him to add to the woes that the gods are not even on his case. You get it? So that was a mix that I've not done before. It was daring, and that's why I picked this concept to put it out, because I felt it will give my work traction.
Umeonyesha dhahiri kwamba haupendi njia za kisasa, haswa njia za kidini.
As a filmmaker, he notes research has often lacked in many productions, urging fellow filmmakers to incorporate more research in future productions.
For example, if you want to tell a story, an investigative story, okay, how do our investigative institutions in Kenya work? It's not just a matter of somebody, an investigative officer going out of the office, then finding out the information, then coming back and giving up the verdict and say, we have arrested this guy, he'll be jailed, all right? There is a process. So we need to incorporate research into this. And you find that if we find, for example, retired DCI officers and all that, work with them as consultants, they'll give us information that is close to reality, and you'll find that it will start informing our stories. And when our stories go out into the public, they'll relate.
Scene 15, shot 1, take 1.
Filmmakers, however, continue appreciating the strides the film industry in Kenya is making.
Now you can see names you didn't see 5 years ago. That's a chance that we have improved. Also, you can see that training has come in to aid this whole scenario. We have more colleges, we have more institutions that are teaching film.
They have asked you for too many things, it seems, and you're capable of giving none of them to me.
Will Murambi triumph to achieve his goal? Will the gods ever come to an agreement?
It was father's life mission to get back on the seat.
That's the only way to fulfill the legacy of our lineage.
Jacqueline Masharia for Cinemas and Theatre.